week 19 of the fantasy basketball season, and here's a few centers I look to buy and trade for this week. The first center, Brook Lopez, and the Milwaukee Bucks. So Brook Lopez, he's been on the list a decent amount this season here, and he's had some great weeks and some weeks where pedestrian numbers he's put up on the year. 12.6 points a game, 5.4 rebounds, 1.7 assists, 2.7 blocks, 1.8 threes, and 47% from the field. So Brook Lopez, to be honest, at the center position, he's easily a 4 or 5 category type of player. The last couple weeks, though, 9.3 points a game, 3.8 boards, 2.2 assists, 2.2 blocks, 2.2 threes, and 40% from the field. So his field goals dropped the last few games he is Brook Lopez. He was never much of a rebounder going back to his Brooklyn Net days, but he's still a player that's going to go out there, hit threes, and shot block, and for the most part, put up a good field goal percentage. So right now, I don't think you got to give up much to get him on your roster. Middle of the pack type of guard. Last few games, February 29th at the Hornets, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks, 3 threes, 33% from the field. March 1st at the Bulls, 12 points, 3 boards, and assists, 4 threes, 50% from the field. And March 4th versus the Clippers, 6 points, 6 boards, 3 assists, 2 blocks, and 25% from the field. So like I said, Lopez shot blocking, 3-point shooting, and scoring at the center position is what he's really going to bring to fantasy owners. And right now, he's more of a versatile center than most guys in the league, except the rebounding isn't there, but still someone that could contribute and someone to definitely buy this week and get on a nice discount. The next center, Joel Embiid of the Philadelphia 76ers. I know Embiid, there's no timetable for his return, but if you're someone that could get Embiid on their roster and have him for the stretch run in the playoffs and not give up much to get him, where the Embiid owner will just take pretty much anything or 2 mediocre plays in the deal, obviously for the MVP last season, this would be the time to do it on the year. 35.3 points a game, 11.3 rebounds, 5.7 assists, 1.1 steals, 1.8 blocks, 1.2 threes, and 53% from the field. So once again, an MVP type season it was for Embiid here before he went down with the knee injury. And this Philly team obviously needs him, where they're trying to make that late playoff push and go deep into the playoffs. So Embiid right now, if you could get him for the last 2 weeks of the playoff season, if you're in it that far, he definitely could pay big dividends if he returns and help you win the league. I'm not saying go out there and 100% get him, but if you're confident that Embiid could be back in time for the playoffs and your team's going to make it and make a deep run, this would be the time to go out there and get Embiid because he's still banged up. This is the trading deadline any day now, most fantasy leagues here. You could get Embiid pretty much for two decent players, or give up a little bit of a higher caliber player in a deal to get him if you want to take the risk. So this week, he's a buy. In the third and final center I look to buy and trade for is Isaiah Hartenstein of the New York Knicks. On the year, 6.9 points a game, 8.4 rebounds, 2.2 assists, 1.1 steals, 1.1 blocks, 60% from the field. But the last couple weeks, the numbers have really dropped off for Hartenstein. He was having some monster games a couple weeks ago to a month ago where he was getting 15, 20 boards per game. But he's definitely been banged up with an Achilles injury. His numbers have gone down, even though he's getting a lot of playing time. He's the starting center and getting a lot of opportunity with Mitchell Robinson with no timetable for his return. The last couple weeks, though, for Hartenstein, 5.2 points a game, 6 rebounds, 3.3 assists, 45% from the field. So Hartenstein and this New York Knicks team, the last month of the season, things have gone the other way. And obviously a lot of injuries. Brunson in and out of the lineup. OG Anunoby, he's been out over a month. Same with Julius Randle. So this Knicks team, they've definitely been struggling. And Hartenstein, he's not 100% playing through the Achilles and not putting up those big numbers. February 29th versus the Warriors, 6 points, 6 boards, 2 assists, a steal, 40% from the field. March 3rd at the Cavs, 8 points, 7 boards, 8 assists, a block, 57% from the field. And March 5th in that one versus Atlanta in the loss, 5 points, 6 boards, 2 assists, a steal, 2 blocks, 33% from the field. So I know Hartenstein, he was never a scorer of the basketball, but rebounds have gone down and even the efficiency's gone down, where he's a nice garbage man with putbacks, dunks, and layups is Hartenstein. So with the numbers down and him not 100%, this is a perfect time to buy Hartenstein, in my opinion, because he still could go out there, I believe, and turn things around and be a premium rebounder like he was earlier in the season. So with Hartenstein's numbers down, and I know the playing time's been down a little bit, only about 20 to the 30 minute range for Hartenstein. He's logging big minutes for a few weeks, man, before he was in and out of the lineup with the Achilles. Hopefully he could get back to that rate and put up numbers, but right now, while he's struggling, he's a perfect buy low center. So that's a few centers I look to buy and trade for with the deadline approaching this week for week 19 of the fantasy basketball season.